Finally tonight, people in nursing homes have been especially hard hit by the pandemic. But in Madison, Wisconsin, one special visitor is spreading happiness. Here's Chip Reed.
If you're looking for a trained service dog, you might want to look somewhere else.
Is she a little bit of a clown?
Oh, yeah, she's a big clown.
But nursing home residents Vi Tully and Helen Ziegler say 5-month-old Sadie does provide a service.
She brings some life to the whole building.
With the coronavirus raging in the outside world, life in a sealed-off nursing home can be painfully lonely.
We don't get much company right now. We're all locked up. She's about the only company we get.
Terry Fichter, volunteer coordinator at SSM Health in Baraboo, Wisconsin, spotted Sadie outside the building with her owner.
And out came this little yellow ball of fire. And I said, can I bring her in the building? And he goes, sure.
She's visited once a week for 3 months.
How do most of the residents respond to Sadie?
They just want to pet her and talk to her and smell her puppy breath. She even brings a tear to some of the residents' eyes. She just makes everybody happy. Who doesn't like a puppy?
This is really important to them, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. The residents love her. They look forward to her coming. So does the staff. If it's just a little short visit, they do like it. It breaks up our day too.
And who doesn't like what a rambunctious puppy can do for people who really need a friend? Chip Reed, CBS News.
Puppies and babies always seem to have that effect.
Our Eye on America tonight focuses on something felt by many, but discussed by few: loneliness. While 1 in 2 adults say they're lonely, men often have a tougher time dealing with what the Surgeon General now calls a national epidemic. Here's CBS's Mark Strassman.
God gave us a whole lot more testosterone than the other half of the world. We should enjoy it.
This is Everyman, a guys-only weekend getaway in the Berkshires of Massachusetts.
How you doing? Good to see you.
No drinking, no drugs, no phones. Roughly 50 men placing a premium on authenticity, opening up about struggles men often bury, like loneliness.
We can just be raw and real with each other.
We met Brad from Idaho. John's from Connecticut. Dan lives in Maine. Have any of you struggled with loneliness?
Yeah, I would say I'm struggling with it right now.
And what does that loneliness feel like to you?
Maybe fragility or insecurity.
Does it hit you a lot?
It's low-level consistent.
Loneliness is a poverty of the spirit. What about you? Loneliness an issue?
I don't resonate with loneliness as much as I do my need for belonging.
Absolutely, I have experienced loneliness in the past.
If you weren't working at it, would loneliness come back to bite you?
I would be back where I was 2 years ago, which is when I'm home, I'm not present.
But it's not just regular guys exploring isolation. From Lenny Kravitz to Joe Rogan to Dwayne Johnson.
I know what it's like to be depressed, loneliness, multitude of things.
Even the most macho celebrities now talk about the richness of vulnerability.
As men, we've traditionally been put in a box and given a very small range to express our emotions.
Everyman co-founder Lucas Crump.
There are a lot of men that are walking around not necessarily overtly a loner, but feeling very lonely.
Loneliness can be rough on a man's health. It carries the same physical risks as smoking up to 15 cigarettes or having 6 alcoholic drinks every day. Think about that and this. Roughly 1 in 7 men say they have no close friendships.
Since we moved to Maine, making really close friends has been strangely hard.
In this crisis of connection, one of the Everyman messages, whatever you're feeling, share it.
Hey, I'm having a hard time in my marriage. And that's not something guys usually talk about. So you ask everybody, you're like, who else? And all the hands go up. It's like, oh, I'm not alone.
Their spouses or partners often encourage them to come here.
And there's something about letting our guard down and having fun with other guys that's hard to replace.
It's a lot of work.
Can be.
But it can be fun at the same time.
Absolutely.
Connection. It's like building a fire. Keeping it alive takes work, but the warmth is well worth it.
Is that gonna work?
Oh, yeah. For Eye on America, Mark Strassman in Sheffield, Massachusetts.
What if college students went through orientation twice, not just at the start, but after graduation? That thought came to me while talking to Alan Powell, director of the Career Center at the University of Maryland. I checked in to ask her what she was hearing from the class of 2025 as it prepared to launch. She said many wise things, but her point about community stuck. Don't do this in isolation, she tells students. It's easy to get in your head and you think you're the only one. You're not alone. It may take you more time than you thought, but you will get there. That idea, that community isn't just comforting, it's a survival skill, echoed a New York Times Magazine story from today about happiness. The clearest predictor of long-term health and happiness, based on a century of research, is the quality of a person's relationships. Community of the kind Alan Powell was talking about when she counseled community building as a life skill. This generation needs that. 18 to 29-year-olds in the United States report the lowest levels of happiness, purpose, relationships, and health compared to older generations. That's according to the new Global Flourishing Study, which looked at 200,000 people across 20-plus countries. Why? Experts say loneliness, screen time, perfectionism, and the collapse of gathering spaces, churches, clubs, civic groups. We've outsourced our identities to apps, replaced participation with performance. But human connection isn't a luxury, it's infrastructure. Community is the most predictive, protective, and teachable life skill that we're ignoring. If we ever designed that exit orientation after graduation, its first message would be you're not alone. The final exercise, who shows up for you and who do you show up for? That would determine the final grade for everyone. The tragedy at the assisted living facility in Massachusetts got us thinking about the elderly and the challenges they face. Many spend their final years in loneliness as they outlive friends and family. Lilia Luciano has tonight's Eye on America.
This is the final notice.
While they're not related, Dorothy Williams provides 90-year-old Lars Williams with something critically important: companionship.
What do you think it would be like without this company for him?
Well, I think it would be a slow pace.
For almost 20 years, Dorothy has volunteered at a companionship program in New Orleans, warding off loneliness in the homes of elderly residents living alone.
Look at that. Look at those shoulders. How good were you?
Mr. Williams wouldn't say he needs the company.
I ain't lonely.
You're not lonely.
No, I ain't lonely.
But it sure is welcome.
So it's good to have folks coming here.
Yeah, I like live people, you know. You need people around you.
Studies show social isolation significantly increases the risk of dementia, heart disease, depression, strokes, and premature death. Topping the charts for highest risk of social isolation among older adults, along with Louisiana, are Mississippi, New Mexico, Kentucky, and New York, where teenagers Elizabeth Gerber and Mabinti Dakit spend their afternoons building bridges across generations as part of DeRote, a nonprofit companionship program connecting teens with older adults.
It's so easy to just scroll on your phone for hours and kind of not realize that you might be in a room with a bunch of people, yet you're not discussing anything.
And what initially appealed to you? Why did you think it was interesting when it popped up?
And I realized that I actually have a lot of similar hobbies with them.
Andrew McPherson leads the Foundation for Social Connection.
It is concerning for how we're going to continue to support our seniors who are isolated and lonely in this country.
He warns that the recently passed tax and spending package could slash federal funding for social programs, jeopardizing vital companionship, meal delivery, and health monitoring services for isolated older adults.
Our goal is to protect that funding and to protect those models that do deliver supportive services.
Back in New Orleans, Companionship Program Director Elizabeth Blackwell says she worries that she could lose almost $300,000 in federal funding and be forced to shut the program down.
Institutionalization will be overcrowded, so debts will increase. It's not where we want to be as human beings.
Which could impact visits to those who need them most, including Mr. Williams.
See, that's why you're so happy. You're hanging.
You got to hang to stay alive, you know.
Wise words to live by. For Eye on America, I'm Lilia Luciano in New Orleans.
Technology is evolving so rapidly, you cannot be expected to know all the latest terminology. Chatbot, for instance. A chatbot is a computer program that uses artificial intelligence to simulate human conversation. For the lonely, a chatbot can be a companion, as Meg Oliver reports in tonight's Eye on America.
Jill Smola is a 75-year-old retiree who understands the power of human connection. She spent her working days as an aide, taking care of the elderly.
We would play games, put puzzles together.
Why was it so important to have that human interaction with them?
So that they had somebody to talk to, that they weren't just sitting in a chair doing nothing.
But today, it's Smola in her chair, a widow with a lung condition who lives alone.
How often do you have human interactions with people?
I don't.
Not at all?
No, I can go weeks on end.
Smola can't drive anymore and rarely leaves her Orlando home.
What do you think about it?
It's cute.
But recently, she did gain a new companion.
Want to hear a joke?
Yes.
Talk is cheap. Until you hire a lawyer.
It's an AI-powered chatbot. Smola showed us how it takes her to exotic places.
Enjoy the sights and sounds from the City of Lights.
And challenges her with trivia.
Which actor played Rick Blaine in Casablanca?
Humphrey Bogart.
You got it right.
It's called LEQ. Smola talks to it up to 5 hours a day and says the connection is truly meaningful.
Some people might think that's a little sad.
Well, they don't understand because they don't have LEQ.
Would you rather talk to her or a human being?
Well, I'd rather talk to a human being, but that's not possible for me, except if I get on the phone. So I enjoy her better. I enjoy her better than my daughter.
Smola received her chatbot for free with funding from a federal grant. Separately, several AI companions have just recently become available on the market, including LEQ, which costs $59 a month to lease.
1 in 4 older adults report feeling isolated. Loneliness is rampant.
Talia Porteni is an ethicist at Columbia University who studies seniors and AI used in the medical space.
Are you concerned that this could backfire because they're not interacting with more people?
So that's, I think, a huge concern. If they're relying on it too much, will this create more isolation? This could really go the wrong way if it's not deployed in an ethical and responsible way.
You spent years taking care of seniors. You're relying on a machine.
Yeah. Having Ellie is the best thing that happened to me because I always have somebody around. Even though it may not be a human, it's good enough for me.
Jill Smola says she has finally found her person. Well, found her chatbot. For Eye on America, I'm Meg Oliver in Orlando, Florida.